Okay, hello and Happy New Year and welcome back to Game Over's podcasts. This week it is me, Matt, joined by Dan.
Hello.
And Aaron, I think.
Hello.
We're going to be discussing Martin Scorsese's long-awaited religious epic, Silence. Dan and I are going to go see it on release day. What do we think? Particularly in the light of it being award season.
It's a really awardsy film. Like, the first thing I thought about was that this is a film that maybe it's not aiming to win awards, because films shouldn't aim to win awards, but it's definitely one of those sort of films.
It's very serious and...
Yeah, I don't think there's any... See, there sort of was comic relief in it, but I don't know whether that was because it was so boring, that one dude that kept popping up was the comic relief for me.
This is it.
I don't know if that's supposed to
Silence is, I think we can agree, an excellently well-crafted film.
Yep.
But it is not enjoyable, it is not fun, it's kind of boring, quite tedious and sort of frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we here at Game Over hopefully pride ourselves on not being, the kind of person who thinks the better the film is, probably, the more explosions it has kind of thing. We like proper films, I guess. This is a very proper film. No
It's
doubt.
probably too far in the other direction. There's nothing that happens. The film is 95% talking.
Yeah, which, again, dialogue is fine, but it's also repetition as well. And what seems to me is the central thrust of the film is that these two Jesuit priests, played by Spider-Man and Kylo Ren, have to go to Japan to try and save Qui-Gon, because they hear he's apostatized. He has publicly denounced his faith. And we see that the Japanese Inquisition, their persecution of Christianity is brutal and apparently unstoppable. And all you have to do in order for the torture to stop of yourself and of your friends and of your family is just to say, no, I don't believe in the Christian God. What are you talking about? No, but Buddhism all the way. And as a plot device, I'm not... Maybe it's just because this is a sort of 1600s kind of drama and I'm a 21st century atheist, but I feel when all these characters are being told to denounce their faith so that the torture will stop, and they, for some reason, choose not to, that seems like a poor life choice. Like, surely torture is not preferable to denouncing your faith, because you can still, believe in Jesus in secret if you want to. You can do that.
The Inquisition even tells them you can still believe in Jesus. We don't care. It's just that
a formality.
Show of,
and he still holds by, and it's a difficult thing for me certainly to get down with, because I'm sat there internally screaming at the film just fucking apostatize.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, that happens. And then, so we're here you could just be in the closet about being Christian. Yes, repression isn't a good idea, but of the available options, it surely does seem like the best. And then, I don't know if it is spoiler, but then at the end, he does have his cross on him anyway. So it turns out he was being a secret Christian the whole time he was pretending to be a Japanese Buddhist.
Yeah.
Which is what we'd said 3 hours ago.
3 hours ago, yeah.
Let's talk about the filmmaking, the production, the sort of things that we have a degree in, because it's easy to just go, that's boring as shit, and it is, but there are things, I think, to be admired about it, much like The Revenant, really.
No, it does look amazing. It does remind me of, the opening reminds me very much of Akira Kurosawa.
Absolutely,
massively.
I'm fairly sure the opening shot might be the same as Throne of Blood, actually, and there are some bits that very much remind me of Ran.
Yes,
which we saw
particularly when they sort of sat down, the Inquisitors all sat down, facing them
they're all different colours.
That looks exactly like the opening of Ran.
Which is cool, because this film feels so... not very American.
No, it's not. It's very Japanese.
Which is cool, because Scorsese is one of the all-time great American filmmakers of his generation, of the current generation as well.
He's also not someone that I'd associate with Ran or Akira Kurosawa. He's the sort of director that I'd associate with Quentin Tarantino, because Tarantino likes his sort of foreign films, his power films. Scorsese, I didn't realise did.
No, I mean...
He clearly does, because there's clearly a love for it in this.
It's very much a personal piece, you can tell, not just in the story, but in the crafting of it, particularly when you see that, by contrast of all of Scorsese's films being so inherently American. Wolf of Wall Street, that couldn't be anything else other than American. Goodfellas, all his gangster picks, it's the exact opposite of Wolf of Wall Street. Yes, it's about as long, but it's kind of an exercise in restraint. When they say that he's wanted to make this for 25 years, I want to know what he thinks about it. It was a chore. We're film students, so we can, sit through this and think, well, maybe something will happen, and maybe all this glorious cinematography is worth it. But for the average film goer, they're surely going to come out and go, that was crap, which it isn't. It's just not enjoyable. The thing that Silence really has going for it is that it's very visual. Also, there is no music in it. Or almost.
Yeah, we came up with this, yeah.
And it's so impressive as well, because it looks like one of those films like Gone with the Wind, or one of those you can imagine like
yeah, but none of it. It's just like the rush. All the sound that's in it is the rustling of trees.
Yeah, it's all very nature kind of sounds.
Yeah,
and that makes it kind of that much more intense, because I feel that music kind of goes, and this is how you should feel now.
Yeah,
and now you can stop feeling this way because music's over. This one's like, it's up to you how you feel.
Yeah, you got to sort of base what you feel on, I guess, what the character's supposed to be feeling. And then, like I said, there's a lot of talking there. There's also long stretches of no talking and no noise, and it is just the rustling of the environment around them.
It feels like very natural, like it's almost kind of documentary-ish. Like if it just turned out that there were like no visual effects or anything, and I wouldn't even be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised at all, no.
Because it's like so real, and as I said earlier, it's much like The Revenant. It's kind of like, I mean, yes, it's an epic of a journey, but it seems like it's very much like the nature of the place, of the environment, is an integral character of the piece, and it's not really to be enjoyed so much as admired. And I guess it is like, this is what you can do with films these days. There aren't explosions in that. And I get the same kind of feeling even from the Logan trailer. What will always be interesting is a character's journey. I mean, that's why we're going to go see it.
Yeah, not just for the special effects.
I don't know, how do you put silence into a few words?
I don't know. Arduous but arty.
Yeah, I don't
know. Because I actually really liked it. I don't know if I'd ever watch it again, or if I watch it again, I'm not going to watch it anytime soon, at least. And I don't think I would take my dad to watch it, or the girlfriend. Like, I definitely take the girlfriend to watch it. You wouldn't watch it through it.
No, I mean, I went to go watch Rogue One with the parents last night. Dad really enjoyed it. Mum was like, "So what's going on?" I'm like, "It's not that complicated. It's not that complicated." But I'm going to say that Silence is taxing but admirable. I think. Aaron, you got any words even though you haven't seen it?
Yeah.
What do you sort of make of it as a person who hasn't gone to see it? And
have you seen any trailers?
Like, does this excite you at all for it?
I'm definitely going to go watch it. It feels like a movie that has been made by the director kind of for himself.
Yeah,
definitely. Yes.
Like, he wants to show his appreciation for Akira Kurosawa. Like, Fistful of Dollars. Like, they're long-ass movies.
Yes.
Yep.
And
I mean, I think after sort of that amount of time, not just the time he spent wanting to make it, but the running time of the film, I think the director's kind of got to want it to be for themselves. Like, obviously other people are going to see it, but like it's like a personal piece, actually.
Yeah, like, if a director and a movie has the goal to be 3 hours and over, yeah, you sit there for the whole of it because it's got to be worth it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Scorsese puts his name on a film.
Guns in New York. Excellent movie. Absolutely. But that's got to be over 3 hours, right?
It is about as long as that.
It's about 3 hours, yeah.
It's good that someone at this point in their career is just kind of allowed to do what they want. Like, the thing they want to do, I'm sure there's some studio intervention or whatever, but for the most part, he does the films he wants to make, and that is only a good thing. I'm just looking forward to his next film, really, wherever that might be, because it's got to be more enjoyable than this. I think it's The Devil in White City, actually, the film with Leonardo DiCaprio, America's first serial killer.
Which is cool. I like that he's done recently. So the last couple of films Scorsese has done are not gangster films. Like from Hugo onwards.
Yeah,
like Hugo's a kids' film.
I mean, even
which is something the thing he does. Shutter Island, actually, you're right. No, from Shutter Island onwards.
Yeah,
he's not done a gangster film.
When adult directors, R-rated directors do kids' movies, you get some of the best kids' movies ever.
Yeah.
Let's face it, like
actually.
Rise of the Guardians?
Zack Snyder? Or Guillermo del Toro?
Yeah. I'm like,
don't be putting Zack Snyder and Del Toro together.
Holy shit!
Has Zack Snyder done any film for kids? He's done any film for anyone?
Done films for retards. I don't mean that. Yeah, but it's go see it, go experience it, but go in knowing that you're not going to have a fun time.
It's not going to be,
It's kind of like 2001: A Space Odyssey. But
yeah, actually, I could see the 2001 comparison. It's a film fans film.
Yeah, it kind of celebrates film.
It's not for someone that, not if you don't like film, you can't watch films, but it's not for someone that doesn't like the art of film sort of thing.
It's kind of like
live on in film study rooms. For
Yeah, that's probably the kind of film it is.
Yeah, this is something that's going to be picked apart.
It's the kind of film that you've got to kind of have the right training for. It's like you wouldn't do a marathon if you hadn't trained for it. And I think our training in a way for this marathon of the film is the studies.
We can sit there and look at how it was shot on this and the other. I mean, I'd have quite liked to have been a student now studying this film. Would have been cool, or to have been excited for this film coming out and going back to term now.
Yeah, and saying,
would have been cool.
I think that'd be cool. It has all the hallmarks of greatness. It just isn't fun. Basically, that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
And I hope people do talk about it in a serious manner in the future. But in any case, that is probably it from us now.
Yep.
Hope you enjoyed it, and we will be back with much more in the coming year. And stay tuned for my written review, which should be up very, very soon. Thanks.
Cheers.
Bye bye.